So hey everyone, just making sure it's all straight, trying to make sure everything's good here. I've got about, from what I can tell, almost about an hour before to do this in. Hopefully it'll probably go that long, maybe it'll go, I don't know. But let me zoom in a bit more so you can get a bit of focus on what I'm going to talk about here. But yeah, I'm here, just like a previous video, to open and unbag potentially wave 23 of this year's My Little Pony blind bags. The other one I think I opened was wave 24. This is wave 23. So this is wave 23 right here, from what I understand. And as you can see, the ponies on the side are the ones that are all in here. And basically, this is probably the best and easiest way to get all the figures without having to go to a Walmart or a Target or wherever and try to figure out, okay, did I get a new one or did I get a duplicate? So it may cost a bit, if you will. I mean, it's not cheap. I mean, basically both of these cost me between $60 and between 60 and 80 bucks for both individually, between 60 and 80 bucks. Because when you think about it, that is all of the figures. All the figures cost about, let's say, about $249. So you gotta multiply that by 24, and you kind of like, you know, in fact, let me see here for a second. Because on average, these cost about $249. Depending on where they're sold. They're sold at my job for about that much, so times 24, it's like 60 bucks. You know, potentially paying about $60, because it comes up to $59.76. So basically a box like this is about 60 bucks. So the wave 24 I got for about that, maybe a little bit more, but between 60 and 80 bucks, depending on where you get them from and how they're sold. I mean, somebody could sell the bags for maybe $3 or $3.50, and that would average up. So between 60 and 80 bucks a box, if you will. But with that said, we are going to, just like in the last video, open and unpackage every figure to show them off to you. So without further ado, let's get this going. And again, Ben and John, I know you asked, where's the Ben squad? I've got a here's my suggestion to you. I know it may cost you a bit, but definitely look for something like this on Amazon. You'll really appreciate it because you'll get every figure you want to get without having to worry. I mean, I even have in my store queue right now wave 22 and 21 similar to this, although they cost a bit more because they were previous waves from last year. So yeah. But anyway, let's open these up. Let's open this up here. There we go. There they are, as you can see. And now we're gonna pluck them out one by one and see who we get first. Now, they go by codes apparently. So the first one we're going to pick out goes, I don't know what this one is. I mean, they go by AA, AB, and all that. So I don't know which one this one is. So we're going to use the old flashlight to kind of see exactly which one this is. And we start with AA. We start with the very first one. And if I'm correct by watching Ben and John opening some of these waves recently in a video, then this one has to be Cadance. In fact, I think it is, because I can feel some kind of horn in there. This has to be Cadance. So let's open this up and see if maybe I am correct. It says AA, and AA from the box, just by looking at who's the first one on top, first one in the first row in the box, is usually the first figures. So we're going to look. We feel something very glittery. I feel some glitter. I feel something bigger, and it is. I see wings. Boom. Yes, it is. It is Princess Cadance. We have Princess Cadance. This is AA, from what I can understand. This is the AA figure. This is Princess Cadance. So we have Cadance. I can understand why Ben and John would want to make her the go-to Cadance. The only thing I think is kind of a little off by it is the crown is not yellow. You know, it's not painted yellow to look like a crown. But overall, not too bad, not too shabby to start off. So we have Cadance. And let's see, it says, yes, this is Cadance. Right there, it's Cadance. It says, she co-rules the Crystal Empire with friendship. And again, they show off a castle that you can still probably get somehow. And then again, there's all the figures right there. Now, one thing I know some of you might say is, Brian, if you're going to get Wave 21 and 22 very similar to this, or like these past two ones, wouldn't you get more duplicates? Well, yeah, in a sense, but you'd also be getting figures that you can't get, because the one thing about when stores get these things is they either display them up front or in the toy area just like this, and they get plucked around and messed with a lot. So yeah, we have Cadance. So yeah, it gets hard to do that. So the next one should be AB, and AB should be Gemshine Guard. AB should be the Gemshine Guard. This one actually is AD. So AD is CD is Honey Sparkle. AD is Honey Sparkle, from what this says. So let's see if we're right about that. Let's see if we're right. Yes, we are. We have Honey Sparkle. This is Honey Sparkle. I believe. Yes, it is. We have Honey Sparkle. I believe that's who it is. Yes, it is. It's Honey Sparkle. So we have Honey Sparkle, which is pretty cool. Usually the first ones on top are the more rare ones, because they're more glittery. So being the glitter ones, the more rare. They're kind of like I mentioned the last time in the last video I did like this. They're kind of like, you know, when I finally opened up the one with rarity, I said it's kind of like trying to get, you know, Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl when that set of cards came out. You're always hoping with that one individual pack that you're going to get them, but it always turns out to be wrong. Or when they started doing the Dragons of Atlantis arc, and they started bringing that out, that set, and you were hoping to get the Dark Magician Girl or the Dragon Knight. Yet it never happened, because you hear people getting it, but then you were thinking, why can't I get it? So it became hard. Alright. Next up, we have it looks like AL. Alright, now AL, if I'm right, AA, AB, AC, AD, AE, AF, AH, AI, AJ, AK. AL is going to be Snipsy Snap, one of the little ponies, if you will. One of the, yeah, I wouldn't say he's a Philly pony, but he's kind of close to it. He's kind of like a Philly pony or something. It's Snips and Snails, you know, kind of deal. So it's probably Snipsy, or Snips as he calls himself, or as people call him. If it is him, he feels small, so it might be. Bags get harder and harder to open sometimes when you try to look for figures, you know. Let's see, is it Snips? No, I feel glitter. It wasn't Snips. This is AC, it's not AL. This is AC, and this is Bright Smile. This is Bright Smile. How about that? Excuse me, that. There's Bright Smile. So that was AC, I believe. Yep, Bright Smile. So we have Bright Smile here. It's pretty cool. What does it say about Bright Smile? He smiles bright with friends. Okay. The other one I didn't actually read either, which was Honey Sparkle. Honey Sparkles was she lends a helping hand to friend. She lends a helping hoof to friends. That's pretty cool. That was Honey Sparkles, and then of course we had Bright Shine. This is AC, but it looked like an AL, so maybe I was wrong there. This one will open up right now. See what this one is. This is AB. AB is Gemstone Guard. It's a Gemstone Guard, so if that's who it is. Let me, hopefully, first of all, let me just light a little bit. There we go. Try to get some better light on it. Here, I do apologize, but like I said, it is Gemstone Guard, according to this. So, let's see if I'm right. Come on. Open up. Yep. Whoa! Gemstone Guard. That's the one. So we have a Gemstone Guard. I don't know why they put a guard in there, but yep, Gemstone Guard. He protects his friends. So we get the Gemstone Guard. For a sec, let me do something. There. Just trying to adjust the lighting a little bit. But yeah, we have a Gemstone Guard. How about that? That was AB. Next up, we're going to do, see what this one is. This is I don't know. It doesn't really say. I can't really read it. It says A something. We'll just have to figure it out when we open it. So yeah, this next one coming up. We'll figure this one out. This is coming up. Oh, come on. This is... I feel some glitter. This one is A, B, A, C, A, D. This is AE, and it is Flurry Heart. Yes, we have Flurry Heart. It's kind of, and look at this. They get her crown right, but they can't get her mom's crown right. But yes, we have Flurry Heart. And let me make sure. She flitters and flies with friends. Flurry Heart. And they kind of gave her a little bit of a movie design, but she's not in the movie, which is kind of amazing. And again, that's a complaint some people have, and I addressed that. Because the one major problem, as I addressed, was the movie takes place, it's supposed to take place in between seasons 7 and 8, right? But instead, what people don't understand is production and script writing took place between season 4 towards the end of season 3, mostly throughout season 4, and towards the beginning of season 5. That's why the characters acted the way they did, the ones that were featured. So, yeah. That's why Flurry Heart at that time wasn't even thought of, I think. So that's why she wasn't in the film. The next one here. It doesn't even say. Oh, here's AG. AG would be cheese sandwich, and it feels like it just the way the character is positioned inside. So let's see if I'm right, and I am right. It is indeed cheese sandwich. It's indeed cheese sandwich. So that's pretty cool. They didn't give him his vest though, which he does get with his mini Funko figure and his other figures, but they didn't do that. So we have Cheese Sandwich, by the way, who is voiced by Weird Al Yankovic. He loves a super duper party with friends. So yeah, we got Cheese Sandwich. That's AG, in case you guys are wondering. And they do use remolds of these characters. They just recolor them. If you want a good idea, one of them I have is literally named Clydesdale, and it's a cheese sandwich remold. Come on, let's get you in there without. Oh, he likes to hold on to the paper. Yeah, get in there. So yeah, cheese sandwich. That's AG. Next up, we have AI. So we have GHI. I would be I is Lyra Lyric. Lyra Lyric. Not Lyra Heartstrings, but Lyra Lyric. So, let's see if I'm correct in that. If AI is exactly what I think it is. If that's who it says it is, that is. It's who we think it is. It is. If it's white and gray, then it is. Yes, it is. Or white and purple, whatever. It is Lyra Lyric. So there you go. And she attends events with friends. Lyric, 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 or whatever. So there's that, and that's AI. Next up, feel something here. Let's see who this one is. This is AL and AL. Okay, AL. Let's see. IJKL. L is snails. Or as it calls them here, snail squirrel. AL is snail squirrel. Actually, I was wrong. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It is indeed snails. Wait. Did I get snails already? I don't get snips. I think they confused us. See, AA, AB, AC, AD, AE, AJ, AF, AJ, AH, AI, AJ, AK, AL. L is snails. This is snips. Oh, yeah, it's snipsies. I thought we already got snipsies. Hold on, let me look here. How many times I got? That's bright smile. Yeah, that's already gone. There's Flurry. It's Honeysuckle. And this one's Cadance, I think. Yeah. Cadance. I thought I got them already. It's kind of weird. Now, cheese sandwich. Flurry Heart. Bright Smile. Right. And the Gemstone Guard. So, no. And, no, this is actually the first time I got one. This is Snips. Snip Snap, as he calls. This is Snip Snap. I thought I opened one up already. Maybe I'm going crazy here. We have Snip Snaps as AL. AL. AK actually. It says AL on here. It's kind of confusing. Yeah, it says AL. And he's supposed to be AK. So AK has to be snails. Someone goofed. And it wasn't just me. So next up, because again, I swear it's kind of weird. This one is... Maybe I was thinking of something else at the time. Probably go back and look at it. This one is... Come on. This one says... AM. So let's see. KL. This is going to be Mrs. Cake, or she found out her real name, Siobhan Swirl, before she was Mrs. Cake. And we found that out in the perfect pair. This is Mrs. Cake's and AM. And again, if I made a mistake by saying Snipsel Snails beforehand, I'll think, oh, I'm sorry about that. But this one is indeed... No, this is actually... This is Snails. What the hey? Am I going cuckoo here? This one says AM. I'm going crazy. I'm sure a lot of you would think otherwise. See, AA, AB, AC, AD, AE, AF, AJ, AG, AH, HI, AJ, AK, AL, AM. AM is supposed to be Mrs. Cake. Someone's goofed, in a sense. But yeah, this one is Snails. This is Snails. So someone goofed. Someone goofed in the counting part. And I'm sure Ben and John and Ben and John's Toy Ben have probably noticed that as well. Yeah, someone made a boo-boo. Someone made a boo-boo. Alright, next up. It's kind of weird. But it says on the box, and you can see it yourself, that you would think that that's kind of incorrect. That you would probably agree it's incorrect. This one is AF. This one is AF. And if it's who I think it is Trixie. This one is Trixie if it says AF. Please let it be Trixie. Oops, there goes that. It is. It's Trixie. It just don't look like Trixie. It's kind of like with where is she? It's kind of like with Starlight. It's basically a remold of one of the first wave editions of Twilight. But yeah, this is Trixie. It's Trixie. She performs magical tricks for friends. Yeah, and has an ego to boot. A good-hearted ego, but an ego. That's why I think everybody likes her. Next up, we have AH. AH should be Doctor Who's. In other words, the pony parody of Doctor Who. So, is it? We shall see. I forgot to read the things on Snips and Snails. I do apologize. It is. It is Doctor Who's. The parody of Doctor Who on the pony steel. Yep. Pony loves spending time with friends. How about that? So Doctor Who's is AH. Up after that, this one I don't know because they don't have the thing on it. Looks like they cut it short. Well, we're going to find out which one this is. This one is... This is, according to this, AJ... Princess Twilight Sparkle. We have Twilight, and this does look a lot like Twilight in a sense. But yeah, we have Twilight, and if you hear anything right now, it's starting to rain again. It's been raining off and on today. But yes, we have Twilight. We have Twilight Sparkle. And let's see if I can get her card out. Yep, there she is. She loves to learn about friendship. No kidding. I think that's something about Twilight every year. Even though she's doing the school thing this year, she's still learning. So we have Twilight. How about that? Twilight Sparkle. Next up, we have AN. Let's see. AN is going to be Mrs. Cakes, if I'm right. Mrs. Cakes Siobhan Swirl, if I'm right. It's got to be her because they're screwing up on the lettering as they got further on. Oh, so this has got to be Mrs. Cakes Siobhan Swirl. That's her name we found out. That's her real name that we found out in Perfect Pair. Yep. AN is Mrs. Cakes Siobhan Swirl. There she is. She bakes dazzling desserts for friends. So that would mean AO is her husband, Mr. Cakes. This is AP, so AP is Cherry Lee. It's Cherry Lee, another popular character that some fans feel needs to be brought back and would rather prefer being around Big Mac than Sugar Bell, but you know, what are you going to do? So, is it Cherry Lee? Is it Cherry Lee? Is it? Or is it? I see a different... It is Cherry Lee. We have Cherry Lee, folks. We have achieved Cherry Lee. How about that? Cherry Lee. She shares lessons with friends. That's her. Cherry Lee. Alright, next up. This one is... Come on. I don't know, it says A something, so it's another one where it says A, but it doesn't say the other letter. So we're going to find out what this one is. And this one is... Well, He wasn't back to back with his wife, but still, it's good. It's A.O. It's Mr. Cake. It's Mr. Cake. It says he bakes sweet treats for friends. So we have Mr. Cake. How about that? We have Mr. Cake. This one is A.R. It looks like. A.R. is Flash Sentry. Oh boy. It's Flash Sentry if A.R. is correct. So let's see. Do we have a Twilight potential love interest in this bag? Come on. Come on. No, we don't. AR is not him because AO wasn't him. AP was Cherry Lee. AQ. AR is actually Cloud Kicker. We have Cloud Kicker. Is AR. Yep. Cloud Kicker. We have Cloud Kicker. We're at 37 minutes, that's not too bad. Next up, we have... Which one do we have there? AI? It couldn't be, that'd be two in a row. That'd be two in one box. It couldn't be Lyra. So, it's gotta be somebody else. So we're gonna see who this one is. This one is... Let's see what this one is. It is... It's a Wonderbolt. It is... Icy Mist. This is Icy Mist. So this is Icy Mist, I believe. Yep. She rides the winds. She rides the wind with the Wonderbolts. So you have Icy Mist. We have a Wonderbolt in the house. Very good. So let's see. She was P-O. So if he was O and she was P, she was Q or R. It gets a little confusing. So next up we have, it says, AV. So AV towards the end would be V would be Mary May. That's what it would be. So let's see if that's correct. what do you know? I think it was for once. It is Mary May. Yep, Mary May. Friendship guides her flight. Pretty cool. Okay, getting down to the nitty gritty here. Next up we have a X. X would be Apple Munchies. Apple Munchies. Isn't Apple Munchies. It is Apple Munchies. I think that's the name. Yep. Friendship makes her happy to the core. Yeah, and she's an apple. She's one of Applejack's relatives. So we have Apple Munchies. She is AX. Next one is AS. S has to be Flash Sentry or Sun Shower Raindrops. Has to be one of them. Flash Sentry or Sun Shower Raindrops. We are going to find out right now which one it is. It is Flash Sentry without the wings. I thought he had wings. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, he has wings. They just didn't give him wings. How about that? He guards his friends in the Crystal Empire, and potential girlfriend if the writers decided, hey, let's end the final season by him getting together with Twilight. So yeah. We have Flash Sentry. He is AS. Next up, I don't know, it says something, so we're going to find out who this one is in just a moment. This one is Sun Shower Raindrops. It's basically, you can tell it's a remold of Fluttershy, or recoloring of the Fluttershy one I got in the last one. But this is Sun Shower Raindrops. She glides past clouds with friends. And one thing I'm sure a lot of people are thinking is, hey, you come up with all these characters, why haven't we seen them kind of interact at times? What's going on? That's up to the writers. You know, sometimes I think these blind bags, these characters, on being part of this to kind of see how fans will react to them, to see if maybe fans want to see them in the upcoming generation. So we have Sun Shower Raindrops. We got 3 more to go here. We have next up AW. AW would be Apple Split, I guess. So let's see if that one's correct. It is Apple Split. It is Apple Split. He is friendly to every pony. So we have Apple Split. Okay, next up. AZ is Golden Harvest. And I think I just recently got a Golden Harvest. It's Golden Harvest. She loves to help her friends. Whoops. It's Golden Harvest. But I thought I had her recently. I might have got her recently, I just don't see her. Oh no, it was Golden Hooves, I think. But yeah, we have Golden Harvest. I think I got about just all the apples, except for Applejack, that is. And then last but not least, got one more. This I can only guess is Crusoe Palm. This is Crusoe Palm. Is it? It is Crusoe Palm. This is the last one. He thinks friendship is wonderful. So there you go. So yeah, that's pretty much about it for this entire packaging unboxing of these figures. All 24, all there, all collected. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know some of you might think, well, you paid a lot for the entire set because you... Why? Well, it's like I said. Sometimes if you have the money or if you have the store credit, it's probably the easiest route to go. So that way you're not wasting your money even in small intimates. Yeah, I think that's the name. In small increments, you're not wasting your money. Trying to buy individual packs here and there to try to get certain characters. You're pretty much guaranteed all of them right here. So, yeah, that's why I get it. So that way, if I have to spend some money, I'd rather spend the equivalent of what a lot of these would cost individually, even in duplicates, on one thing to get them all. So, and that's my decision. I'm sure I'm not the only one alone in that. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. I will put in the description box to take your time with this video because it's a long one. But thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you all later. God bless. Take care. I got to get these things back in the box.